Hi guys, happy to see you. I'm gonna bring you a workout today, a mat workout beginners slash intermediates. You would need a ball, a soft ball, if you don't have one because you're on a holiday or because you're in a hotel or something. Then you can also use a big thick towel or a cushion from your couch or your bed and use that instead for that extra feedback if we do any exercises with the ball between the knees for the feedback for the inner thighs. Now, first and foremost, make sure you are able to join in this workout. You don't have any severe injuries. So if you do, always check with your GP or your physiotherapist if there are no contraindications to join in this workout. Okay, let's get going. Also, make sure you have some water at the side. It's always good to stay hydrated. Okay, we're gonna place the ball to the side for now. And we're gonna start with some nice cat-cow stretches to release that spine. Place the hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and we start by articulating the spine. So rounding the spine, let the head hang down, look towards your knees, and then sending the tailbone up to the ceiling. Big inhale, exhale. Round the spine. Inhale, exhale. Round the spine. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and coming back to your neutral spine. Now imagine you have a tail and you're gonna wag your tail, looking over the shoulder. Maybe wanna add some circles to that, really releasing through the lower back, bringing in the hips as well. Now push up and back, come into a child's pose or a shell stretch. Expanding the rib cage on an inhale and exhale. Calming down the nervous system. Prepare the body for what's coming up. You're gonna grab your ball and we're gonna go onto our elbow. You're gonna cross your right foot over your left, I'm mirroring, so I have to think, and then onto the left hand. Okay, turn those knees open. The ball is resting on your right knee. From there, you're gonna lift the hips, reach the ball over, push your pubic bone forward, and then the trick is to come down with control. I'm shuffling a bit down so you can see me a bit better. Very good. Slow and control. So don't collapse onto your mat on the way down, but keep it controlled. Now, if you want to take this up a level, like intermediate, place your feet a bit further out, your hands a bit further out, and then coming into your full side bend. And also there, come down with control. For 3. Very nice. 2. And with control, coming back down. Great job. Roll the wrist. And then coming onto your elbow. We're going to go to some leg lift series, side lying leg lift series. Have your bottom leg ankle actually on the ball. The other leg is stacked on top, and you're going to check if your shoulder is above your hip above your ankle. Good. From there, you're going to place your right hand in front of you for a bit of support if you're a bit wobbly on the ball. And we're going to lift the top leg. This is called abduction. So we're working the abductors that run on the outside of the top leg. Slightly touching the bottom leg, which is a bit wobbly because of that ball. And the trick is to only lift that leg till a point where you don't need to sink into that waist. So you want to keep your hips perfectly still. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay there. Let's circle. Small circles. Keep pushing through your elbow. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Now let's bring the ball between our ankles. You're going to squeeze that ball or that big towel, whatever you're working with. You can come a bit lower or even onto your arm, whatever feels best for you. Place that right hand in front of you, squeeze the ball and start lifting the legs. Now when you lift the legs, give that ball a squeeze. So we're creating adduction between the legs. Working the inner thighs by squeezing that ball. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Pulse the ball. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Bring those knees up. Give your bottom a round of applause. Take the ball out. Stretch it out for a moment. Bring the right hand overhead. Grab the left hand and then rock a bit forwards and back. Creating a bit of traction over the side of your body. Feeling good. Slowly whip yourself up. And again, keep drinking. Grab a drink. We're going to have a bit of an intermezzo, but also working the obliques. Sitting onto our ball. Make sure you're safe. Your ball should be a bit deflated. And then you're going to cross over the legs. It's quite nice to sit here. And we're going to bring the hands behind the head for a bit of spinal rotation. Yeah? You want to imagine you're floating from the top of your head and you're going to rotate. So you're lifting your rib cage out of your hips. And that ball is going to make it extra unstable. Feel the contraction in your waistline. The knees or the hips shouldn't be moving. So we're really dissociating the upper body from the lower body. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Going back down to the middle. Now bring your arms out to the side. Palms of the hands facing the ceiling. We're going to go to spine twist. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Remember you're sitting on a ball, so be careful. We're going to rotate. 1, 2. Back to the middle. 1, 2. back to the middle. So now on that second count, you're gonna try and rotate a bit further. Back to the middle. Back to the middle. To the middle. Last one. Back to the middle. Now bring the palms of the hands to the floor. Bending one arm. You're gonna do the same. 1, 2, back to the middle. 1, 2, back to the middle. 1, 2. 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and your last one, and 1. Roll your shoulders. Now, I personally think that with the reformer, we get in a bit more arm work, a bit more shoulder work. On the mat, it's always difficult, different. So it's nice to combine your mat with the reformer as well. Okay, let's go over to the other side, to that side bend, combining it with the intermediate level side bend, and then going into our leg lift series. But first, let's start with the left foot crossed over the right. Turn your knees out, your right hand is out. And you're gonna lift the hips. Bring that ball over. Calming back down. Calming back down. Lift the hip. Calming over. Push those hips forwards. Calming back down. Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see if you can take yourself into that intermediate version. Walking the feet a bit out, walking the hand a bit out. And we're gonna lift and entirely. Quite strong on the shoulder and the hand. So if this is not for you, don't do it. And take it back down to your level 1. 4, 3, 4, 2, and with control your last one. Hold it up. And calming back down. Whew. Roll that wrist. Give it a bit of a stretch. Great job. Good. Let's go over to that side leg lift series. First, you're going to place your bottom leg onto that ball. You're going to come onto your elbow, place your top hand in front of you, and make sure you're a nice straight line. So check shoulder, hip, hip ankle. Let's start lifting the top leg. And remember, like I said at the other side, make sure your waistline doesn't move, because that means the leg goes too high. Keep pushing through the elbow. Nice. And you'll see me move a bit. That's because of that ball. 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Circles. 4, 5, small circles. 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Keep breathing. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Bring the ball between the feet, between the ankles. Lie down the way you prefer, like so, or entirely down onto your arm. I'll leave that up to you. Squeeze the ball and then lift both legs on an exhale. Keep squeezing that ball. Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, pull the knees up. Give your bottom a round of applause. Take the ball out. And then slowly coming up. Grab a drink if you want to. And then, if you're ready for the next exercise, we're going to focus a bit more on the core, this part. Your rectus abdominis. You're going to grab the ball. The ball is going to go in your lower back. Yeah? I wouldn't say lower back, I think more mid-back. Okay. You're going to place the hands behind the head. Now, during this exercise, keep in mind, you're still on the ball. I'm going to move myself a bit because I'm on an elevated platform. Now, lift one leg in tabletop, then the other leg. From there, we're going to go into a single leg extension. Whenever you think this is too much for your back, you feel it pulling too much, take the ball out and do the same exercise without the ball. Very good. For 5, 4, 4, 4, 3. Keep that chest nice and open. Apple between the chin and the chest. 2, and 1. Pull the knees into the chest. Make a ball of yourself. Bring yourself back out again. Then you're going to rotate. Lift yourself a bit off that ball. So you're really focusing on the core. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Good. Place your feet down, wiggle your bottom a bit down onto the mat, and then hang yourself over the ball. Breathing into your nose, out through pursed lips. Rock from side to side. Keep your feet on the mat. Your ball is a bit higher under the shoulder blades, And you're going to curl over the ball for a back extension. And then hopping off the ball. For the upper abs. Very good. For that upper part, you feel the contraction each time you hop off that ball. Now see if you can let go of your head. If you don't have any neck issues, and try to reach those fingertips. Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Short pulses. Up and down. Up and down. Reach those fingertips. Very good. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Reaching the arms, rock from side to side. Support your head when you roll back up. Grab the ball in your hands. Lie on your back. Now make sure everything is out of the way at the top of your mat. And then what you're going to do, you're going to lift your hips and you're going to place the ball underneath your tailbone. Also here, be really careful. If you don't feel safe, do it without the ball. Now, for that lower back, to protect it, we don't want to arch it too much because that's going to cause too much strain. So you want to tuck the pelvis a bit towards you, like somebody is punching in the stomach. If I would draw lines underneath my back, it would be like a straight triangle. Yes? Then you're going to, after your imprint, you're going to bring one leg into tabletop, then the other. Make sure they look like 90 degrees and you already feel that wobbly feeling starting to do your toe taps. And you only want to tap the toes down as much as you can keep that lower back under control. To make it more challenging, you can also lift the forearms. If you want to make it really tricky, intermediate level, reach the arms up to the ceiling. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place both feet down. Give yourself a wiggle. And into that imprint again. You're going to extend the legs. And extend. And see if you can lift the forearms. See if you can maybe lift one arm. Maybe lift both. Very good. Don't roll off the ball. Let's keep it safe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs out. Now lift the legs and lower your leg drops. Now here it's very tricky to lower the legs too much. So be careful not to arch your lower back. Five. We're preparing for the roll over. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the legs out on a 45-degree angle. Hold on to your ball. Roll over. Tap the mat. Lift your legs back to a parallel to the floor position. Rolling down with control onto your ball. Well done. 45-degree angle. Roll over. Reach the toes to the mat. And back to parallel. Pressing each bone of the spine back. Okay, now next time the legs come back to parallel, open the legs and roll down with abducted legs. Bring the legs back together. Roll over, tap the floor, open the legs, roll down with control. And then close the legs. One more time. Open, close. Bring the knees into the chest and rock onto that ball. Very good. Pop up and take the ball out. Put it on the floor. Give your knees a hug. Very good. You're going to grab the back of the legs, rolling up and grabbing a sip of water. Good. One last core challenge for today before we finish with some nice stretches. We're going to grab the ball and place the ball between the knees. We're actually going to go a bit back to where we started. We're going to lift the knees. Hold it there, just a hover. Core is tight, shoulders back and down. Breathing through it. And coming down. Push your bum back. Quick stretch. Coming back up. Curl the toes under. Lift. Now pulse. Pulse your ball. And pulse. If you don't have a ball, you can do the same with a cushion. Creating that feedback in the inner thighs. Don't lift your knees too much. Get that nice box shape. So if you have a mirror, look at yourself for correct technique. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees. Still stretch. Roll the wrists. Place your hands a bit further forward, especially when you're a bit taller like me. Then place one foot out, then the other coming into your plank. You're going to roll through the ankles whilst keeping that ball really squeezed. The leg pull prone. We would normally lift one leg with it, with the ball it's a bit too hard. It's impossible really. Let's go. 5. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees. Back down. Take that ball. Roll the ball out. Rock a bit from side to side with that ball under your hands. And rolling back. Good. Let's go into our relaxation. You're gonna lie on your back. Nice and relaxed. Get something for underneath your head. I'm wiggling myself up a bit. And then you're gonna straighten out the body. Like somebody is pulling you from your fingertips and your toes. Inhale, release the body, and then exhale. Sending those fingertips and toes away. Inhale, release, exhale. Clasping your fingers together to create some traction. Let that heart rate come down. Good. Now circle the arms, bring the legs up, pull the knees into the chest. Bring one leg out. Pull that knee into the chest. Pull it over the body and then out. Circle it in. That hip socket always feels so good. And then rotating it the other way around. Changing legs. And then push the knee in. feeling the stretch over that side of the leg. And we've been working in that abduction exercise where we were side lying, the leg lift series. So good to give it a stretch. And the other side where we stretch the inner thighs. We work on that stretch for the adduction exercises that we've done. Now let's circle. Feeling good about yourself. Ready for your day or for your night, wherever you are. Good. Bring the feet up. Now bring the arms over. Pull the legs in onto your tippy toes. Open the legs, open the arms, like you're swimming on your back. Imagine you're in that blue, turquoise blue sea. In the sun. And then reverse, bring the arms down, and then circling up. Nice hip mobility, shoulder mobility. 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Good. Grab the back of the legs. Give your hamstrings a stretch. It's where we started the exercises with that ball behind the knee. So flex your toes. Feel that extra stretch. Mobilizing the ankles. And then grab the back of the leg. Roll yourself up. Bring one hand over your head. Grab the ear. The other arm is behind your back. Bring the ear that you're not holding to your shoulder. Feel the stretch at the side of your neck. Coming back to the middle. Do the same at the other side. Bring your head back to the middle. Bring your arms out to the side. And give yourself a very big round of applause. See you soon on ZES On Demand. Thank you.